This is the Artistry Unearthed podcast from Cryptic Tattoo, and we are recording at the Springfield Carnival of Ink 2026. I'm Kelsey, and today my guests are Cori Steiner and Eli Robards from Vivid Ink STL in St. Louis, Missouri. Welcome, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
For having us.
Awesome. So I've been watching you guys work over there. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've been doing this weekend at the convention?
I've been doing a lot of some of my smaller flash pieces just to meet more clients and kind of get my name out there a little bit more since I'm a little newer. So it's been kind of fun just investing in the little pieces and really chatting and getting to know more people.
Yeah, she's been turning them out. How many have you done?
I think I've done 9 so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 days?
Yep.
That's a lot. For me, I'm slow, so I could not do that. I've been working on, the first day I did like a rose and a hand, kind of neo-traditional, realistic combination. And then today and yesterday I was doing a collab with Amber, Nicole. We're doing like a carnosaur. I'm doing like the carnosaur and she's doing like a background to it.
Awesome, awesome. So how long have you guys been tattooing?
I've been tattooing about 2 years now. Started my apprenticeship like into 22 and went to a couple different shops for apprenticeships and then got licensed June 2024.
Okay.
I'm about like a year ahead of her. I've had my license for 3 years now and started my apprenticeship in 2021.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I saw you, Cori, doing some neo-traditional work. Is that what tends to be your favorite?
Yeah, I really enjoy doing neo-traditional, but I just really love doing kind of color work. I really enjoy like regular American traditional as well and illustrative work, but I really do want to branch out more into the neo-traditional. I really love lady faces and more of like the florals and just kind of different pieces. Like there's a couple Fallout neo-trad pieces I want to kind of get together with like a Deathclaw and whatnot.
That would be awesome. And then Eli, what styles are you working on?
So I do like a lot of different stuff. I'd say my main stuff is kind of in like realism, surrealism, but I also love doing illustrative and neo-traditional kind of stuff. I love to like freehand art. I do a lot of like sketches like in my like journal and stuff, and I like to take those and then freehand those on people. That's probably my favorite thing to do.
Your sketchbook is incredible.
Oh,
It's really cool to look through. So when you freehand, what's the process for doing that?
When I freehand, usually like 1 or 2 rounds of Sharpies and just Sharpie on, get the general shape, and then keep kind of refining down. And then I'll use a little bit of the stencil applicator and kind of pat it on there and let it dry for a while, and then go at it. It's a lot of the marker goes away faster, so you kind of have to like. It's a lot of work and ebb and flow. And
yeah, it's tough to not lose your Sharpie.
Yeah.
They make a setting spray, a stencil setting spray, and it helps some.
I've heard about that. I might have to try it. I haven't done it yet.
So you're saying you put the stencil gel over the freehanded Sharpie?
Yeah, I like rub it in my hand and then I just pat it on there.
And that helps it stick better?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
cool.
did not know that. I just learned something.
Yeah. You
That's
just gotta
awesome.
let it dry for like a little bit longer because you're putting more of it on there, so it's a thicker amount. So you gotta let it dry.
Right. That makes sense. Cool. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it works for sure.
That's awesome. All right. How did you guys get into tattooing?
I've always been interested in it, but growing up, my parents were really like, get a big person job with benefits and PTO. And when I was younger, I was really intimidated by a lot of it because I just always saw like the street shops with like the big rough biker tattooers and everything. And I was always kind of nervous about that. And I was like, I don't think I could do that. So I went to college for pharmacy, hated that, did mass communication and marketing. And then during the pandemic, I just got tired of these office jobs and I didn't really feel fulfilled. So my husband was like, why don't you just quit, focus on your art for a few months and we can see where you go from there. You can figure out what you want to do with your life. So I kind of revisited the tattoo dream, and I figured, the worst thing that could happen is someone tells me no and they don't take me on, and I can just keep doing art on the side and keep going with the office jobs. But then I got an apprenticeship. It was pretty toxic. There 6 months, then found another one, and it went all right, But then there was just some things I just didn't agree with how clients were being treated and how artists were being treated. So then I joined Vivid. Amber took me in, and just, I love tattooing. I love meeting clients and making their art come to life, and just like the smiles and the giggles, and just kind of giving someone a little bit of relief from everyday life, a little bit of therapy, and, you know, make memories permanent and whatnot. And I don't know, it's just very fulfilling, and I love it.
That's awesome. So art's always been a part of your life.
Yeah,
That's
ever
awesome.
since I was little.
Awesome. What about you, Eli?
Art has not always. Well, I was surrounded by tattooing growing up. My dad was a tattoo artist some when I was growing up. Like a lot, he tattooed in the house for some time, and then after that, he finally got his license. So I was like around it. I knew about it, but I didn't do much art until I went to college. I was like a drummer before. That was like my main kind of art thing. When I went to college, I couldn't drum anymore. I was like in the dorm, so I needed to find another creative outlet. And I decided I did not like what I was doing. Like I got my bachelor's in accounting, and it's like not for me. And so I started like at my job. I was working at like Bayer, the pharmaceutical company, and I would just start drawing there every day at work because they didn't give me much to do. So I was like, whatever, I'll start drawing. And eventually they let me go during COVID, probably because I wasn't working and I was drawing, but whatever. So then I just kind of started focusing art from there, and that was like probably my junior year of college when that happened. And then I went from there, and I went back and forth. I went from like drumming and then to art and back to drumming because I moved into a house where I could like drum again, so I started that. But then I got a really cool collab tattoo from Bobby Caparo and Jacob Sheffield, and that kind of like really inspired me, and I was like, maybe I do want to like get into tattooing. So I started building a portfolio, and that was like 2021 when I started doing that. And I got lucky. I only had like 5 or 6 things. Like I finished my first portrait the night before. I went and visited this guy for an apprenticeship, and he liked what I had, and he took me on. And then it was a lot of self-teaching, but like we're getting there, I think.
That's awesome. So you guys have had a lot of different experiences and kind of a winding road to get to where you are now. If you were to meet, you know, a 16, 17-year-old who says, I love tattoos, I want to be a tattoo artist, what advice would you give them?
Keep on it, keep exploring different styles and whatnot. And I know I kind of got into this late. I kind of got into it at age 30, but I think all of my past job experiences with retail and graphic design and marketing, I think that's helped me a lot in my tattooing, also with my customer service and how to manage different situations with different people. So I would tell myself kind of just keep exploring and getting all those soft skills and learn how to work with people while continuing with your art, because it's going to benefit not only me and my career, but also clients' experiences.
Right. Yeah, just being an amazing artist is not enough all on its own.
No, clients want an experience. They don't want to feel like another number that's just coming in and out. They want to feel heard and feel special and feel safe in a space. And I mean, their trust in you is something that could be really intimate. You want to give them that space where they feel safe and they feel heard.
Yeah, that's great.
So I have 2 things. One, don't tattoo before you get an apprenticeship. So many people do that, and it really messes them up. It's very hard to bounce back. You learn bad technique, and that's really hard to get away from. 2, focus on the art. Like, draw as much as you can. Your art is, like, even if you have bad technique, your art is going to, like, set you ahead from, like, people, because that's, like, what people really see. That's what people come for, is your art, and not just technique. It's important, but like draw as much as you can.
I think also learn to stand up for yourself and know your value, because there are a lot of toxic apprenticeships and places out there. There's getting a lot more better shops and whatnot too, but you don't have to put up with abuse. You will eventually find somewhere where you belong and you're respected. Just because you're an apprentice doesn't mean that you should be degraded or harassed. You're here to learn. You appreciate the art. You should get that respect for the respect you give for it.
Absolutely, yeah. Or even financially taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things out there that are toxic.
No.
But like you said, I feel the same way that like I got into tattooing around 33, so I was a little later too. But everything I did before that point learning about interacting with people, managing a calendar, keeping track of emails, all of those skills. I don't think I would have been a successful tattoo artist if I'd gotten in at 18. Like, I'm sure I would have had more time to practice my art, but all of those other jobs that lead you up to it are not a waste of time, as long as you're working on improving the way you interact with people, the way you manage your time and yourself, and you're drawing on the side. It's all in that direction. So.
Yeah. And it is okay to start later. Like, don't just jump into the first apprenticeship who is offering you an apprenticeship for like 10 grand or like whatever. Like, you can find a person who really wants to like help build you up and not just make you like a money person, like make money off of you basically.
Right, and then leave you at a desk in the corner and not teach you anything and have you mop the floors. Yeah,
you're paying to teach yourself.
Yeah.
But also stay humble, because you're never going to be the best. There's always going to be people better than you. So go talk to other artists, offer to help them out, offer to take photos, offer to clean up their station if they trust you with their equipment and whatnot. Because you're not just going to learn from your mentor, you're going to learn from everybody around you, because there's so many right ways to do things that work for everybody. So don't just live in a bubble and think that it's just you.
Right. I mean, I learned something new today from Eli.
So I know, I'm going to have to try that.
Right? We're all going to go home with our Sharpies and our stencil and
If it doesn't work, don't blame me. I don't know.
That's something to try.
Right?
I've been nervous to do freehand because I can't get the marker to stay.
Yeah. It is, at some point though, freehand is just winging it, you know, like you just got to go in confident and work with what you got.
Sharpies are cruel. Because the second you get Sharpie on you on accident and you want it off, it takes like 4 days of scrubbing.
Yeah.
But if you Sharpie on someone and you want it to stay for a tattoo, it's gone.
Yeah, especially if they're like a sweater, like that's when it's real scary.
That's when I panic and you can't let them see that.
All right, so where can our listeners find you on social media?
I'm at Miss Corilynne, MissCorilynne. So that's where you can find all my stuff. I do have a Facebook account. I'm not too active on it. I should get better at that. So Instagram's the best. Just got all my booking information and then all of my portfolio pieces there you can look at.
And Eli, where can we find you?
Instagram is also best for me. It's Eli Robards _tattoos, I think. I changed it recently, so I think that's what it is. And then Eli Robards on Facebook too. You can reach me there.
All right, and what's the Instagram of the shop?
Vivid Ink, STL?
STL, I think, yeah.
Awesome. Well, are you guys entering any pieces in competition?
They have a collab piece that they're trying to get done today. I'm just going to keep doing some flash pieces and meeting people.
Awesome, I love it. Well, good luck tonight in that competition. That piece is amazing. I've been watching it the last couple days, so I'm excited to see you guys wrap it up.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome. All right, well, thanks for being on the podcast today, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.